So now that I've gotten those done, I want to just come back and we're going to take a quick look at how things look. So here is my first column, and it's all these beautiful topaz beads. Here's my second column. You can see my line of yellow. You can clearly see how it's twisting off to the right. The second part of that column is this beautiful peridot. And this is also, you can see that this is twisting to the right. And then on my third column, I have the peridot and the yellow. You can really see that stripe good on both sides of that. All right, so basically, if I wanted to, I could just continue on twisting this, just like I did, by going down 1, up 2. Let's say I wanted my twist to be even more pronounced and for these separate colors and stripes to really be pronounced and come around. Well, you can do that. I'm going to set myself out 5 more beads because I'm going to do 5 rows. So let me put those guys over here. That helps me remember to pick up here to start each row. So I'll pick up 1 and then 1 out of my big pile so that I have my 2 beads on. This time I'm going to sew down 1 bead, just like we normally do on herringbone. Pull those beads into position. This time I am going to sew up 3. So I'm going to jump all the way down here and sew up through those top 3 beads on the next column, which in this case, of course, are my yellow beads. I'm going to pick up my next 2 beads, which is a B and then a C. I'm going to sew down 1, just like normal, coming down through that green bead. And I'm going to sew up 3 on the next column, which are the top 3 peridot beads right there. Then I'll pick up my same sequence, which is a color C and then a color B. Find one I like here. I'm going to sew down 1. Just a second here. So we're sewing down 1, that top yellow. And then I'm going to sew up 3 into the next column, which will be these 3 topaz beads. Just like this. And I'm going to continue that for these next 4 rounds. So I'll show you a couple more. I'm at the beginning of my round, so I'm picking up 2, sewing down 1, stepping up through 3. And I'm going to put my optimizer on so I make sure that I get through the right beads each time. So sewing up through 3 for my step up. Then I pick up my next set of beads, which is going to be a color B and a color C. I'm going to sew down 1. Position your beads and sew up 3. Yep, this will be the last stitch of the round, so I pick up the color C and a color B, sew down 1, and then sew up 3 into the very first column. Let me do one more so we can make sure we have it all in our minds correctly. I'm going to pick up your beads and sew down 1. You're going to step up 3. And your needle gets a little tricky when these twists start getting really twisty. So take your time to make sure you're getting the right amount of beads. So we're going up, stepping up 3. Picking up our second set of beads, which is a color B and a color C. For me, we are sewing down 1. And step up 3. And take the last stitch, which would be a color C and a color B. So down 1. And up 3. I'm going to finish these last 2 rounds, and I will meet you guys back and we'll take a look at our work. So I finished up those last few rows, and I have a total of 5 of my extra twisty tubular herringbone going on here. But let's take a look. And because we started out the first 5 rows of just regular herringbone, we have this nice flow down here towards the end where we could put a clasp. Then we started gently twisting for the next 5 rows. And you can see here between these 2 rows how it came along real smooth, real slow growing. But as we did those last 5 rows of the extra twist by stepping up 3, you can see we got a really extreme twist going on now with this tubular twisted herringbone.